When we introduce a new concept, a new word, a new feeling into our lives, we're surely going to get tested on it. That is just the way the universe works. And when that happens, it's an opportunity for us to say, well, okay, we've been practicing something for a little bit, and I'll give you an example to really crystallize this concept. Maybe I need to take it a different route so that I really understand this and really integrate it into my life and assimilate it, not only for myself, but people are going to see it, and you're going to be an example to other people. A few years ago, I made it a mission in my life to practice to be a good listener. Being a good listener requires a certain set of skills. You need the eye contact, you need your ears, and you need a wide open heart to make that connection with somebody so they don't feel judged and that they feel like they can say anything to you in a conversation. And so it was my mission to do that practice. And so I would practice with anybody that I encountered. I was trying, no matter how ridiculous what they were saying, I was like watching TV. I was in, like wanted to be there. And so pretty soon I forgot that I was working on my practicing skills. And I noticed the difference in how people interacted with me. They knew that I was distracted or not connected to them. And they would hesitate in offering information, or they would just stop and walk away because I clearly was not giving them any signals that I was open and ready and willing to listen to them. And so I thought, okay, wow, what took me off the train and how can I get back on it? Did I like what I was doing before? Should I change it up a bit so it keeps me interested and engaged in that practice? Yes or no? And so I kept practicing and kept practicing. And then soon enough, people would come up and say, wow, thank you so much for listening to me. I felt like I was heard. And then I knew that what I was practicing was making a difference, and that my example would inspire other people to be good listeners. So you can pick any word or feeling, and just practice it. Try anything. So if the word on this side, one of the words was hopeful. How can I practice being hopeful every day? How can I do that? Maybe I wake up and say to myself, I am hopeful for anything and everything that happens today. And say it often and loud and with total confidence. It makes a huge difference because you are projecting that person. So, when somebody walks into the room and they got that kind of air about them and they're confident and you're like, well, now that's something else, right? As opposed to somebody going, oh, yeah, and by their body language, how they talk, how they, interact with you, whether or not they're alive and engaged. They are assimilating life. People who are in eliminating or in toxic mode are flatlined. There's no life to them, right? And you've seen people like this. You may be one of these people. How can you get yourself energized and revitalized? Practice a word, a skill, a concept. Keep it simple. Keep yourself going. We have to. It's a life journey. This is how we grow as humans every day. Does this make sense? Just kind of practice, reset, practice.